It seemed like every 30 to 60 days we hear about a new severe weather warning. The worst ever to happen in America at that. They're always saying it's the worst one. I thought the last one was the worst one. I guess this one gonna be worse than the last one. Last time millions of people went without power. Roads were bad due to black ice. States got inches on inches of snow. It was extremely cold. Well, we're in for it again. But this time I think it is worse. Tornadoes, severe weather, power outages.
This is so crazy. It's only 9:40, Wausau, Wisconsin. This is literally how much snow we have gotten in this snowstorm. It's so crazy. It's insane right now. And it's just coming down. It's supposed to come down until tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave a tiny bit of this because I wanna just see how much snow we actually truly get.
Honestly, yeah, the entire nation has something to look at in terms of this active weather. We can start I can tell you in the West, they do have that record heat on the way. And then in the South, you have the fire danger, and in the Midwest as well, in the Great Plains, you have the blizzard warnings there in the upper Midwest. Parts of Wisconsin saw over 2 feet of snow. We also have an ice storm warning that just expired in northern Michigan. Hundreds of thousands of people without power there due to a 1/4 inch of ice. We have severe weather getting through the Southeast, especially in a lot of wind in the Northeast. In the Southeast, this is that tornado watch going until at least 2 p.m. from the Florida Panhandle up all the way to Virginia, to Roanoke. You can see a couple tornado warnings on there too. Those are all just radar indicated tornadoes, nothing confirmed on the ground at this point. But as this continues hour by hour, by 2 p.m., this getting right along the coast here from Jacksonville all the way up towards Washington, D.C. And even by about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., D.C. and Philadelphia areas still could be seeing some active weather. In New York City, getting some thunderstorms, likely not severe there, though. Anywhere from New York City to the north, just rainfall. But we still have snow by 7 p.m. for places like Pittsburgh up to Buffalo, and it's going to be windy there as well. You can.
It's been extremely windy lately. Extremely windy. Today it's cold. It was just hot yesterday. Now it's cold today. It's freezing. I blame the government for a lot of things. When you're seeing this all throughout the whole country, this more so tells me that this is judgment. America is under judgment. These are signs of the end times. People like to say geoengineering. Now they want to take credit for what the Most High is doing. They want people to know about geoengineering, so when these things happen, people be like, oh, it's geoengineering, it's weather control. Back when we were talking about weather control, they said it was a conspiracy theory. Yes, they are able to control the weather, that's true. But when it's the worst ever, remember, when it's the worst ever, that's not them. They don't have that power. Hail. Have you noticed hail? When it's been raining lately, have you noticed the loud thunder and hail? That's the Most High, letting you know it's about to go down. That's his warning. He sends warnings before destruction. He's letting y'all know, and us all know, that he's angry with America. He's angry with this country. He's angry with Babylon. And judgment is near. Everything is playing out prophetically. Just do your research. Nation will rise against nation. Ain't that happening right now? The book of Revelation. Let's talk about that extreme heat. And the fourth angel poured out his veil upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. That's Revelation 16:8. Let's talk about the hail. Revelation 16:21. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent.
Where we have the greatest risk here for severe weather, it's from Washington, D.C. down to central South Carolina. And that's where we also have this chance for strong tornadoes. Some could be strong, potentially long track tornadoes. We're watching for all of that, especially with discrete supercells this afternoon. And then we have damaging wind threat, especially also from D.C. down to Columbia, South Carolina. It includes Richmond. It includes Raleigh as well. Again, that's through this afternoon. Mostly by the evening, we are going to be much calmer. In Nebraska, here are some of those large wildfires that are burning. More than 500,000 acres have burned in multiple fires in central Nebraska at this point, and firefighters really having a difficulty fighting that this morning, as wind chills have been below zero this morning, having to put antifreeze in their fire engines to try and fight these fires. Meanwhile, it's going to warm up by the end of this week. We're talking about all-time record heat. Diane, I can tell you, Phoenix, for example, has only reached 100 degrees. Get this, one time in the month of March on record. It's only happened one day. They could hit it 6 days in a row now, going from 100 to potentially up to 110 at some points as we head into the weekend, Diane.
Look, this is what we know at this hour. Severe weather is headed to the entire DMV region. What we know right now is that Maryland Governor Wes Moore has already declared a state of preparedness as crews continue to kind of prepare for what's to come in the DMV. Meanwhile, WUSA 9 is monitoring several different announcements from so many public schools that have said that they will have a early dismissal. We are talking about Prince George's County, Montgomery County Public Schools, also Charles County and Anne Arundel County. Of course, WUSA 9 is staying on top of everything that you need to know, all that information on our websites. But again, those schools have already announced early dismissals for Monday.
Time for your input. What state are you in? How's the weather? Is it going to be extremely hot? Are you dealing with snowfall? You dealing with tornadoes? You dealing with earthquakes? You dealing with wildfires? What's going on? Where you at?
Oh, he gone. Oh my God. Oh, he gone.
That's all from the wind. That's what I'm saying. The wind is that strong that it just knocked over this 18-wheeler and knocked over a semi. I know he was terrified inside.
If you're anywhere on the East Coast near Washington, D.C., then you need to be paying attention to this. Meteorologists are warning about a very rare severe weather setup happening tomorrow. And when I say rare, I mean this kind of alert almost never happens at this time of the year. For only the third time in the last 13 years, Washington, D.C. and parts of the surrounding region have been placed under a level 4 out of 5. Severe weather risk. That's the second highest category the Storm Prediction Center even issues. The biggest concern right now is tornadoes and damaging wind. And anybody that's in this red section right here has a problem. Forecasts say wind gusts can reach up to 75 miles an hour. And those 75 mile per hour winds could turn into tornadoes all around these regions. So anybody in the areas from South Carolina all the way up to Maryland might just be in a lot of trouble if this storm really hits. And if you look at the map right here, that red zone includes places that don't usually deal with tornado threats this early in the year. I mean, when have you ever heard DC having a tornado threat? And that's what makes this situation so crazy. Washington, D.C. doesn't usually see tornado activities like the Midwest. Meteorologists are saying the atmosphere tomorrow can make that possible. But if you live anywhere in those regions, you need to pay attention, because this shit might be realer than you think.
You see how abnormal the weather is now? Places that usually do not get hit with tornadoes are being hit with tornadoes. Everything about what's going on right now with the weather is different than what it's supposed to be. As far as how it's usually going. It's all abnormal. It's out of the norm. It's different. You can't tell me that's geoengineering. I don't believe it. They've been controlling the weather, but it's never been like it is right now. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I know I'm going to see the comments, oh, it's geoengineering. They're controlling the weather. Look, you need to dig deeper. Think deeper.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. I was up getting ready to leave for work, just getting ready. And I got a message from one of my lead nurses who was on her way in earlier and texted every single one of us and said, nobody leave for work until my boss and her talk to us. Right now, the highway that I take to get to work, and is actually like the only road I can take there, unless I go a really, really crazy way, is shut down. You can't even drive it right now because of all the accidents and the bad weather conditions. So I will not be going anywhere. I showed you what my yard looked like pre-winter storm Elsa. Let's take a look at it this morning, Monday morning. I thought yesterday was bad. I had no idea. Hang on. All right, you guys. That's where the fire pit was. The chairs are absolutely buried. I can't even measure how much snow has fallen at this point. Let me see if I turn my flash off, if it'll be... Oh yeah, with the flash off, it's better. I can't even tell you how much snow we've actually gotten or how much has fallen. I do know it's still snowing, but like this snow drift right here is up to my thighs. I'm up to my thighs right now. Coming around, this is my sidewalk here. Total whiteout at this point. There's my bird bath. Don't drive if you can help it. My dog is like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. It's wild out here. Stay safe.
Put him in the house. If you don't have to drive, don't drive if you're in a state that has snow like that. In her case, she can't even use the freeway. People can't even go to work. People can't even commute back and forth. They shut down the whole freeway. It's that bad. It's that many accidents. I'm warning you. Stay inside if you can. If you are able to, use that PTO time. You don't want to be caught in that storm. This was the latest update. I just want to let y'all know what's going on with this winter storm. We got another one going down. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it begins today. Some people it began yesterday, Sunday. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. As always, share it in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom.